Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Fooled by Plants. Today we're going to cook an Italian wedding soup. It's really cold outside, and it's just one of those soups that just makes you feel warm from the inside out. So I've already prepped everything, and as always, anytime I'm using pasta in something, I have pre-boiled it, drained it, and in this case, it's also sitting in some water to chill out to help wash off some of the starch. It's going to cook a little bit further when we put it in with the soup, so we want to make sure that we stop the boiling process by using cold water. So I have all of my ingredients here in front of me, and we're going to start by putting on our burner on high. And into our burner, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Make sure that you use something that you can coat the entire surface of the pan. And to get this soup base started, we're going to add in 1 small yellow onion diced, 3 stalks of celery diced, and 3 carrots diced. So you got your holy trinity of a mirepoix right there. Onions, celery, and carrots. And we're going to cook these down until the onions become a little bit translucent. The carrots start to soften a little bit. And the celery also starts to soften a bit. This is what it looks like right now, folks. So I'm going to fast forward to after these get cooked down and we do the next steps. Now that our vegetables are starting to get tender, don't forget it's still going to cook because we're going to bring this all to a boil, but we just wanted to get them started. I'm now going to throw in 10 ounces of my plant-based chicken substitute, also diced. I've used this brand today, and it actually cubes up pretty nicely. I did pre-thaw it overnight in the refrigerator so that it was easy to chop up today, but as you can see, it's nice and diced. We're going to go ahead and throw that in with our vegetables and give it a stir. And this is also now where I'm going to add some of my spices, just so they can mix in with the veggies and chicken while it's cooking. Here I have 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of white pepper. My black pepper stuck to the glass. There we go. All right, we're going to get those spices stirred in with the chicken and the vegetables. Now we need to start making the broth. So the easiest way to make a plant-based broth is take 6 cups of water. And I use this vegetarian, it's actually vegan, no chicken base by this company. You can use any kind of chicken substitute bouillons that you may like to use, but it's 1 teaspoon for every cup of water. So I have 6 teaspoons of my bouillon base that I'm going to mix in with the 6 cups of water. Give it a stir just until it all comes together. And then I'm going to pour the entire 6 cups in with our veggies and our chicken substitute product. And we're going to get those all starting to come together and into a boil. So right now I'm going to put a lid on this, and as soon as it comes to a boil, we'll be right back, but we'll fast forward to where the boil stage. All right, our soup base has already started to come to a boil. It just has to be the early stages of the boil. It doesn't have to be rapid boiling before you do the next steps. But to our base now, I'm going to add 4 cups of chopped fresh spinach. All 4 cups. And we are going to incorporate that spinach in to make sure that everything is covered. Now, to the spinach, we are going to add meatballs that I have previously cooked in the air fryer for 5 minutes on 400 degrees. Put them in during the preheat cycle so that they are in there the entire time it's preheating and for the full 5 minutes at 400 degrees. Today I'm using this brand. You can use any kind of plant-based meatballs that you like. You can even make your own. Maybe we'll do a recipe in an upcoming show about how to make meatballs from scratch. But for a time saver, I just use the store-bought. That's perfectly fine. We're just going to dump that on into the pot. Give it a stir. And now time for the pasta. So it's been over here chilling out in some cold water just to help rinse some of the starch off. So I used 1 cup of acini di pepe, and I'm going to throw that 1 cup into the soup and give it a stir to make sure that's all very well incorporated. So now I'm going to put the lid on top. We're going to leave this on high until it comes to a rapid boil. Once it comes to a rapid boil, we will then put it down onto simmer, and we will simmer it for approximately 25 minutes. So we will see you in about 25 minutes from the time this goes to a rolling boil. And realistically, there's only 1 ingredient left, but I add this at the very end, right before the soup is ready to be served. And that is 1/2 ounce of freshly grated plant-based Parmesan cheese. You don't want to put it in too soon. You want to put it in right as you're getting ready to serve, or else it would boil into nothing. So, see you in about 25 minutes, and we'll be able to see, has this wedding soup made us fooled by plants? So the soup is all done. We have our Italian wedding soup ready to try. It's very hot. So I'm just gonna try to get a little piece of the meatball, a little piece of the chicken. I think that's why it's a wedding soup, right? We're marrying beef and chicken together, but this is all plant-based. So let's see, are we fooled by plants? It's very hot, but it's very good. Absolutely was fooled by plants. Go to our website at fooledbyplants.com to see this recipe, print it or download it, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video, and follow us on all our social media pages. See you next time.